All right, so we saw a topic come up, and I really wanted a woman to be in here for this one, but let's talk about it. And then the women out there, let us know your opinions in the comments. But this list came out, a list of places that women refuse to go on what? First date? Was that what it was?
I think
it was first date.
This woman put out this list of 28 places she refuses to go on the first date. So basically, a bunch of women gave her a bunch of places they refuse to eat on the first date. I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel about this list. Listen. Shade here is the number one place they said they don't want to go to is Cheesecake Factory.
Ain't nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Man, listen.
Yeah,
only thing I'm gonna say, cross out some stuff I see. Number 4, I'm gonna cross out number 4.
It's facts.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm gonna cross out. Number 12, okay, I understand. Number 13, 14, church, ice cream date, we grown, okay, I understand. And number 27 and number 20, family function. I see some stuff, okay, I understand, but for the most part, 80% of the list, there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm trying to use a personal example, like damn, I met my wife, she picked the place. Like, I didn't pick it. We went to Bahama Breeze, first date, our first date ever. And bruh, we had a good old time. Like, right. She wasn't picky about like, oh nah, we gotta go to Roof Steakhouse and you gotta spend $300-$400 on the first day. Because she didn't care. We really went there to try to like get to know each other and just chill and vibe. Yeah. It was a good vibe. We didn't even care that we was at Bahama Breeze, bruh. And most of these places, what's wrong with them? Applebee's, Chili's, Olive Garden. Goddamn, me and my wife, we love Olive Garden.
You know what's on there you know what's on there? Red Lobster. Red Lobster back in the days.
Back in the days used to be
that was the spot chicks used to show off. Oh, I went to Red Lobster.
Yeah. You used to brag. Back in the days, you used to brag about going to Red Lobster.
Brag about it, but the thing is, man, you know people, like them Haitians be saying, they done got so éclairé now.
Yeah, they got éclairé. Yeah.
They got éclairé, so they feel like, man, I'm not going here. I'm not going there. And I don't care how people look at it. You could bash me all you want. Oh, this dude don't know what the fuck he talking about. I guarantee you, man, 90% of these women that put up this list and say, like, I'm not going here, I'm not going there. A lot of places they want to go themselves, they can't even afford it. Like, bruh, like, no. Like, okay, like I said, I understand. IHOP, number 8. I don't know how I feel about Buffalo Wild Wings. Well, listen, bruh. There's nothing wrong with most of the list, bruh. Nothing. How do you feel about the list, Goods?
The thing is, like, I see a couple places on here. Like, when I look at this list, to be real, I don't see a bunch of places you should absolutely not take somebody. I think the problem is now we're in a world where, like, women, before they put any type of like thing into whoever they're talking to or dating or whatever the case may be, I feel like they feel super entitled. Mm-hmm. Like, if I'm just meeting you, I think it's a courtesy that I take you somewhere nice. If I like, and I'm really into you. But what you're starting to forget is the fact that it's an actual date and we're getting to know each other. I wouldn't take a chick to Applebee's. I wouldn't do that. I probably wouldn't do Cheesecake Factory. To be honest, there's a lot of things on here I probably just wouldn't do because I feel like I'm a little bit more creative than that. But at the same time, if a guy can take you to Olive Garden and that's where he wants to take you, are you interested in where you're eating or are you interested in the guy that you're going on that date with? Obviously, you probably feel like, you're worth more, but maybe he's taking you to Olive Garden now so y'all could just grab something to eat, get to know each other. And then maybe he got something better planned.
The first date should be to see, are you comfortable with that person, or is the vibe there?
Yeah,
is the vibe there?
Right, is the vibe there?
Let's be real. You're gonna go somewhere. Let's say you go somewhere like, man, okay, for about $300, $400. I'm just giving you an example. And the connection is not there. You're not feeling the person. You're gonna be mad as shit.
I know you done spent $300-$400 and you're not gonna see that person again.
You're not gonna see that motherfucker ever again. Right. And like, if you scroll down the list, go down a little bit. I think I saw bowling in there somewhere, bro.
Nothing wrong with bowling.
Nothing wrong with that.
I done took chicks to bowling alleys before.
The one thing I wouldn't do for the first date, you don't take a chick out to movie theaters. That one I can see because you're gonna be watching a movie. You can't feel each other's. Yeah, you can't really talk to them.
I think places where you could actually sit and get to know somebody are the most ideal. So like,
or do an activity. Bowling,
so the coffee date is probably the most like common one. Like, it's so how many people talk to a chick and they be like, you want to go out for coffee sometime? Or, you know, like it's literally, coffee is probably the best place for you to sit and get to know somebody. It's a quiet environment. It's not a million people running around. Like coffee date, ice cream date, those are like all things you could get to like know somebody. In a bar for drinks is like a place that's hard to get somebody to know somebody because you're in a place with loud music. If you don't have no type of connection with the person like that, there's not much that you can do. You know what I mean? But I think this list is just built by people who, you know, have some type of sense of entitlement. But let's keep it real though. We all know this is trauma from all the girls out there. Like, you ask guys about this list and guys are gonna feel some type of way about this list. Why? Because how many times have we seen, not every woman, but we've seen the bad women out there who brag about having the person in their phone with the contact food. Like, cause you know when you call him, you could call him and he gonna take you out somewhere to eat. And you know you got no interest in the guy. So it's almost like guys out here playing defense. Yeah, so they like, hey, we gonna go to Olive Garden. I'm gonna see if you straight, if you cool. And then maybe after that, we might go somewhere else.
Yeah, people don't understand, man. Like first date, that's kind of like, you know, the icebreaker right there. You want to see who you dealing with. Okay, if I like I'm, you know, we like, okay, we gonna do this again. Okay, maybe next time I'm gonna take you to a way better place, a fancier place. But bro, I'm not gonna do that first go around. You crazy as hell.
I remember the first time I did that, took a girl to a fancy restaurant, and after that, I took her to the movies. After that, and I ended up spending. Oh, by the end of the night, hell yeah! The next day, I regretted it because she ghosted me. Huh?
See, that's what I mean. But that's why, and this is why I think dudes do stuff like this. But you also I spent almost
$230 that night because some pretty ass wanted food at the movie theaters.
Hold on. She ghosted you after the movie, or she ghosted you after dinner?
No, after the next day, I was hitting her up like, you know, like how you doing and stuff. And then like maybe like 2 months after that, oh hey friend. Oh, like what the man? Get your ass out of here with that bullshit. How about some hey friend? No, we ain't friends. Shit, you ain't my fucking friend. You better take your ass out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't, man. Listen, man, I was never a fan. I don't play that or food guy. Nah, bruh.
I know, right? Food guy. And you know what I should have noticed.
I'm not gonna be an option in your playlist, love. Like, hell nah, bro.
You know what I should have noticed? When they take the pictures and they be cropping the shit out of their food. Because the dude's sitting on the other side. Oh! Bro, I should have peeped that. I would have been straight. They love cropping. They love cropping.
Chicks would be like eating somewhere.
For now on, every time you see these chicks pull out their phone, you put your hand in front of their finger. You put your finger up their picture. They gonna stop that. Hey, some of them need number 16. Y'all need to stop playing.
Take it to church. Take it to l'église real quick. You know what I feel about this list? So if we were talking to each other for a little while, for a bit, and we kind of know each other, we talked a little bit, like these places, I wouldn't do it. Now, if you somebody that I met somewhere, and I'm like, hey, yo, can I have your number, blah, blah, you give me your number, blah, 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 we set up a date.
Yeah.
That, I wouldn't, like, that's where these can kind of, like, happen for people. But obviously, a chick that I'm, like, already talking to a little bit, and we trying to go on our first date, some of these places are disrespectful. I can admit that. Cheesecake Factory used to be the shit. It's just not anymore. I feel like times have just changed it, and that's what Slim is saying about chicks become more eclair. Now they're more eclair, they're more advanced. So back in the day, Cheesecake Factory wasn't no bum restaurant. You wasn't looking down on cheesecake. You was looking up at Cheesecake Factory. Same thing with
I can't speak Red Lobster Applebee's because I've never been to Applebee's.
I don't really like Applebee's, so I wouldn't even be there.
Applebee's, so I only been there twice in my life. I wouldn't go back either.
I think Applebee's for people just screams out like cheap because it's like, you know, that isn't that the 2 for $20, you know, type stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, listen, back in the days, Olive Garden was a nice little spot to go to.
Olive Garden was, but that's the problem. Times change. So we also have to admit that too. Times change, and this is why women aren't accepting these places. Because like I said, the Cheesecake Factory ain't it no more, bro. Factory used to be considered higher class, but now you got better restaurants.
Yeah, like, but them
Red Lobster, the same thing. Used to be considered high class. It's not no more. Times have changed. I just don't see bowling. I don't see why they're upset at bowling. I feel like bowling is a great first date. You can get to know somebody.
First of all, I got a question of take somebody to the nightclub as a like, bruh. See, that like it's certain stuff on that list. Okay, I'm gonna question like a hookah bar. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It depends what type of. If they don't have like loud music playing, man, that's a nice little spot. Man, you go out there, smoke a hookah, chill,
hookah
get
bar,
some
yeah.
good vibe.
Yeah, if it's a good vibe, anywhere that's a good vibe, I think it's fine. Like you don't always gotta go to some fancy restaurant and drink wine and like be wined and dined. You don't always gotta do that on the first date. I think honestly, for women's perspective, I think you should want to go someplace where you could get to know the guy, and then y'all could go on your fancy date. Because when you go on your fancy date, after that it means more.
Yeah,
now
true.
when you there and you with somebody you don't even know like that, and you spending all this money on this person like that, guess where that put you? He looking at you like, yo. Oh, you just gonna do that? I done spent all this money on you. Like, come on.
These dudes out here also, they need to stop like taking all of these girls to these fancy ass restaurants, like to show out. And then the moment you do that, she gonna expect you to do that each and every time. Don't get mad, bro. Afterwards, like damn, like you want to sit there and flex and do all of this crazy stuff. Well, you better keep that shit going.
It's just like the chicks that get flown out and then get mad when they get there and then they see that the guy is expecting something. Are you dumb? Like, what do you thought? What you thought you was on? So you thought you got flown out on a plane, ticket bought and everything for you to go shita and talk? Let's be real here. You gotta know what you getting into. If a guy take you to a super fancy restaurant, what that tells you is one, he into you, and two, he trying to get to know you, and he respect you enough to take you to a nice place. Now, if he don't take you to a super fancy restaurant, that doesn't mean he's not trying to get to know you. It doesn't mean he doesn't respect you.
He's just trying to play it
safe.
He's
just trying to play it safe and figure out where this is going. Like, obviously, there's some places on here you don't do. I wouldn't do Applebee's. No shade to Applebee's. Don't. If y'all want to sponsor this ever, yeah, it's free to do so. No shade. I'm just saying, I wouldn't do it.
But at the same time, people need to understand they can't get mad at some guys for going to certain places like you go out to eat. Because at the end of the day, some women make it hard for guys. But like, imagine you go somewhere. You spent $200-$300, and the next day the chick block you because she only wanted you to go there just for you to pay for the food.
Just for you to pay for food and take pictures of it and show like
and post it on social media. Like, bro, you as a guy, you gonna be pissed off. You gonna be embarrassed. Like, damn, this chick really just played me for like $300. Bruh. So now, guess what? You go out on a date with the next chick, bro. You gonna play it safe now.
I learned my lesson.
They always tell you
doing that no more.
They always tell you don't trust a chick, yo, who's single, but always taking pictures of her.
Of food. Yep. And I got flowers too. Shit, I should have.
Oh, you bought flowers too?
I bought flowers too, bro.
All the way out, kid.
Bro. I was hot about that situation. Remember, because I had told you about that situation.
Dating in 2023 is an evil game, bro. You gotta maneuver out here because it's like everybody is a chess piece just waiting to play, and they just like, hey, you gotta watch yourself out in these streets, bro.
I keep telling y'all, man, ain't shit out there. If you got somebody good, you better keep her.
Keep her, cause them flowers ain't cheap, bro.
Hey, boy, it's a dog eat dog out there, boy.
It is, man. Oh, somebody responded and said any guy with like one single girlfriend would know this is Chuck E. Cheese. Somebody.
That's disrespectful. I would never ever do that. Bro, hey, you take a girl. If you taking a girl to Chuck E. Cheese, you basically playing with her.
If you take her to Chuck E. Cheese,
that's like some revenge type shit.
Yeah, you basically playing with her. You take her to Chuck E. Cheese, like you being super disrespectful.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know, man. I just feel like a lot of chicks are entitled, bro, and this is what they on, bro. This one said, "Where the fuck was the goat in the moon?" Yo.
Hey man, we didn't put that list together, but we just find it and we talking about it.
Right, see, like look at this one. Look at this one. This one says basically anything. Guys, you can take me everywhere and I'll be happy. This is somebody that is appreciative.
That's the thing. You gotta remember, there's some women out there, they don't give a damn where you take them. As long as they get to go out and chill with you, that's all they care about.
My thing is, it's the vibe. It don't matter.
Yes, man.
Listen, if you can take a chick to a park and just talk, and just chill at the park and just talk, or the beach, Like, bro, ain't nothing wrong with that.
If you a good vibe, like, why is it so hard to just go someplace low key?
Bro, because you know what it is? They feel like they gotta go on IG, they gotta take their pictures, they gotta show everybody how they living.
They wanna go to these 5-star restaurants, they're gonna be on their phone 95% of the time anyways. Why the fuck am I gonna waste my money?
Y'all boys need to start shoving y'all fingers in their food, bro. The moment they pull out their camera, get your hands ready, bro.
This shit said, I'm really confused as to why women don't go to these places. I can literally eat anywhere and be happy. A first date should be about getting to know each other better and not how much money you spend. I feel sorry for men who run into women like this. Facts. It should be about getting to know each other. Bruh. That's all it should be about.
Yeah, man. Listen, I already give y'all a personal example. I told you when me and my wife went. She picked, but you know that's her. Like, yeah, listen. That's
I'ma just leave it. Man. I'ma just leave it with this, bro. Men out there in the dating world, if y'all got women that look at this list and be like, yeah, sis, whatever. Go ahead, yeah, that's true. Blah blah. Focus on yourself, King.
Hey man, like they say, man,
focus on yourself, King.
Single women keep other women single, though. And that's true.
Yep. Focus on yourself, Kings. Y'all got
Don't
this.
fold, y'all boys. Y'all got this. Don't fold.
Never ever had a silver spoon. Never had a silver key. Wait, Jesus came out of the dark. Wait, now we're shining like a lumiere. Wait, now these niggas need a lean at. 100 bands all in the beef.